September 7th, 2025. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. No, it's a shit on me, goddammit. My cousin might ask, okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. It's a train of thought for me. Never lose yourself because someone doesn't want to see you grow. Let alone elevate. It's a train of me. Blossom, don't dim your light. No, it's a train of me. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Fall from pretending, then have hate in your vein. That elevation has different when it comes to hold on 1 second, overcoming pain, trauma at the end of the day. How your next door neighbor, different tax bracket, trying to paint you out to be mentally unstable, or because you was keeping it real. They try to pay these mind manipulation games, but hold on 1 second. God didn't shortchange you when it came to hold on 1 second. Confidence lied within you. That beauty allowed you to see why you would have to get physical. How folks throwing spoke right to left. They wanted to dim you like to discourage, but God was treating you right. Even when you get lost in your words, you found balance because God allowed you to see Nas was truly power at the end of the day. Didn't have to pretend to be authentic. That blueprint that God endured within you, they would never understand your intentions. But you never had to go take for tack with somebody that was sending you the evil lie. With all they lies, their insecurity problems was truly lack at the end of the day. Self-control. What happened to their discipline? They forgot to stay in their lane. No, it's a trick of me. They called you a lame. No, it's a trick of me. Always be yourself with no malicious. I'm not your general respect, and my content is not for everybody. A motherfucker would send you spell work or whatever the case may be. Do come to me spells or, hack your devices, gang stalk you and shit. Play with different bells and start slamming cabinets and shit, banging on walls and shit, doing spell work. Is it working, motherfucker? No, it ain't to me. A motherfucker would try to get your attention so motherfucking bad, but when God revealed the devil on the enemy, hold on 1 second, bitch. I understood I wasn't trying to myself. No, it changed over me. A motherfucker wants you to live in fear at the end of the day. When you a popular loner, you just like being in the comfort of your own home. No, it changed over me. A motherfucker would swear they doing spell work on you. First of all, ma'am, sir, I love to be in my own comfort zone. No, that's the same thing with me. No, for real. A motherfucker would swear they know you, but don't even know themselves. No, that's the same thing with me. Because why the fuck would you disturb the innocent person piece, you stupid son of a bitch? No, this type of dumb shit really be happening at the end of the day. A motherfucker be a popular loner, and motherfuckers will take a hate train to try to discourage some of them day. All right, we're going to do some spell work so they could be stuck in the house for weeks and months at a time. We're going to project fear in them and shit. Only you realize, bitch, you mentally unstable. Someone actually likes to be in the comfort of their own home. Someone doesn't like going outside like that. No, I haven't changed on me. What the fuck wrong with people? Like, people sweeping down their spell work, be working at the end of the day until they realize, hold on 1 second. That was a child of God. Oh, you worship the devil, bitch, huh? I ain't trying to fight you, but fuck you. No, it's a trade on me. How a motherfucker would call a spell work in your life at the end of the day? They would do beauty magic. They would project spell work on your mental health, the page of the mentally unstable at the end of the day. They would gather up with a group of people at the end of the day that don't even know you, just to not like you for their own personal reasons. Oh, because you know how to keep it real. A motherfucker will be like, I want real in my life. I want real in my life. Until they come across a real one at the end of the day. Wasn't sugarcoated, being authentic. What's up to the genuines with no misintentions? The energy is different when you got confidence within you. It's going to bother someone's mental because you know how to weather their storm. When they try to do you wrong. They try to paint you to be the villain in their story, to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, energy harvesting off your energy, but they couldn't put respect on your name. But God was showing you that you didn't lack self-control when it came to discipline. No, I have the trait though because God always had a plan. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Today is currently September 7th, 2025. Gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. People hack your devices, gang stalk you, do come to me spells, or project spell in the most unhealthiest way to, try to control the narrative of your life. They will hack your devices, gang stalk you, hack your emails, and make you feel at the end of the day you're supposed to live in fear. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. When they say that you're not a rare breed, but you didn't have to be uncomfortable in your own skin, fall from pretending. Didn't have to play with sport to keep it real. Folks were so emotionally unstable, but they forgot they truly was the hold on 1 second. They was far from truly being woke. They try to paint a mindset, trying to kick you down, discourage you, and God so you maintaining your crown. We don't pray the same, but I was far from pretending being authentic. That rhythm is different when God was showing you that hold on 1 second. You know, it's accountability for your actions. Wasn't running from your past. Certain folks had to dig up at the end of the day. Only was accountability hits different when it comes to maturing, acting your body, with not your shoe size. You know, being yourself. I ain't have to energy harvest off the next person energy, and I say that respectfully, being authentic. Fall from a copycat regardless who try to disrespect me up close in person, but they would never get close to me at the end of the day. It'd be the train of thought for me because God revealed the devil on the enemy. Didn't matter your tax bracket. It's kind of funny how do you have to see your little minions trying to size me up, to box me up at the end of the day, and I was far from pretending being authentic. How folks said that your voice don't matter, but God was truly showing you knives when it come to power at the end. The unconditional love started within. That remedy is different. Unconditional love. How you truly woke love at the end of the day, not to be discouraged, overcoming trauma and pain, still being patient with time and day, being authentic. Hold on one second, that rhythm is different when you truly stepping with God. 1, 2, get your dance on, neighbor. No, it's a trade over me, neighbor. You know, when you've been through trials and tribulations in life, and one thing that never changed about you was having a heart. No, I haven't changed on me. Fuck you too, bitch. No, the changed on me. A motherfucker will paint you out to be, you're miserable, motherfucker. You don't know me, bitch. And I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, all misunderstanding day. I just know how to respect my neighbor, bitch. I didn't have to pretend to like your dumbass. You know, 6 feet apart will bother someone's mental health. How the gang stalking was real, how they try to plot that scene on you. Or because they wanted to control the narrative when it comes to, hold on one second, be in between with you. You know, they wanted to have one foot in one door, one foot in another door, cause chaos in your life, this cause so much confusion, destroy your character trait at the end of the day. But when God truly shows you balance, that growth is different, being emotionally stable. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking either. You know, when someone says you ain't got potential, that don't mean lose yourself. When you didn't have to pretend to respect your neighbor, then mad they tags back with their bad habits. You know that unconditional love is different. How folks will try to throw spork in front of your door, and they swear you took about like a bad habit, but goddamn, God truly showed me that, hold on one second, my prayer was actually working, and I ain't have to destroy me another day. No, I haven't drank on me. I've been through so much trauma and pain. No, this ain't though for me. How they say that you got mommy and daddy issues, but hold on one second, allow me to love me. You know, because I got my heavenly mother, father, God, by my side. And hold on one second, I was far from reaching when it came to your comfort zone, disturbing your peace. No, I haven't changed nothing. How a motherfucker would take your kindness or weakness and try to humble you or disrespect you or gather a hate train to dim your light. Hold on one second, maybe it wasn't the same. No, for real, how this type of stuff actually happens. You know, someone would try to project fear in you. They said that your voice don't matter, but you didn't have to dim your light when it came to your future. How they dibble and dabble with your mail. Make sure it don't get to you. Stop trying to paint you to be mentally unstable when you truly keeping it real. How they hacked your devices, gang stalk you. Hold on one second, they was put in the mindset that you had bad habits, all because they wanted to control the narrative to try to blackmail you. They tried to get physical, but you understood self-control when it came to discipline. Hold on one second, I wasn't trying to hurt my neighbor. I knew how to stay in my lane when it comes to my boundaries, when it comes to go from maturing at the end of the day, regardless I came from poverty and pain. No, I haven't strength on me. Always be yourself. That is just different when you be yourself. It was never competition when you knew how to respect your neighbor, fall from pretending. Didn't matter if there was an addict or not. You know that person on the block that was selling the trees that night, it'd be the train of thought for me. How you didn't have to get physical with somebody when they had to wear masks and paint themselves to be something they truly wasn't, all because they tried to blackmail you, disrespect you out loud. They didn't want you to maintain your smile. They wanted to ruin your reputation, but God truly showed you you can overcome that, and God allowed you to see how. You know, my content is not for everybody. I'm far from an addict, let alone a sex worker, and I say that respectfully. You know, when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, regardless of who's projecting spell work in any tax bracket, any community. I say that respectfully, far from pretending I was far from a catfish when they was throwing spell work beauty magic at me. I was healing from a hate crime. I ain't have to lie because the devil was damn sure a lie when God was really showing me I was worthy. We don't pray the same, but I ain't got hate in my vein. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. They will never understand. We ain't the same. Always be yourself. No intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Always be yourself. No, it's the trend of thought for me. It's the same purpose only. You have a mind your business, mind your business. No, for real, I never understood this weird shit. A motherfucker would gang stalk you and say that you're mentally unstable. You taking orders from the next bitch. It's the trait off of me. But I'm mentally unstable, bitch. You're disturbing your own peace. No, for real, for real. Cause bitch, how the fuck do you sleep at night at the end of the day knowing that you're bothering an innocent person, that bitch, that nobody did nothing to you? No, it's the trait off of me. Only about to hold on 1 second. You start to get this guilty conscience and say to yourself is, I wouldn't want someone to pretend to do that to me. No, that's the truth of you, weird son of a bitch. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker will gang stalk you and try to project fear in you at the end of the day to make you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. Bitch, you got insecurity problems. So I'm mentally disturbed. Hello. No, for real, for real. Because if you wasn't mentally unstable at the end of the day, you'd be able to think for yourself. You was a weak bitch. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. How folks try to humble you, rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, even try to make you homeless, paint you out to be mentally unstable, all because you truly knew how to hold the conversation to keep it real. When someone tried to destroy your character, didn't matter, they tags bracket with their bad habits, didn't have to get physical, you knew how to respect you, they were far from pretending. They said that your voice didn't matter. They said that your voice didn't matter. No support was God's love. 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 You know, no support. That was God's love. Because God didn't have to interfere at the end of the day when folks was faking. At the end of the day, it was truly for you. You know, because folks would try to blackmail you, have so much excuse why they want to be in your life just to do you wrong. Or nobody wanted to show up at the end of the day. But God allowed you to see that conscience being your biggest cheerleader, allowed you to see why you believe in your faith. It wasn't a mistake. How God was truly pouring into you. It wasn't an acting script, being somebody you truly wasn't, being authentic, always loud with you. At the end of the day, wasn't an excuse. Hello, I love myself not to live my life. Hater, stay in your lane. Hater, stay in your lane. No, it's straight off for me. This is the part where they said that you're mentally unstable. You know, people pick and choose who could talk about God, spirituality, violence, discrimination, domestic violence, narcotics. It be the train of thought for me. God, spirituality, the devil. Hold on 1 second until it's your reality. Speaking up for yourself, you was far from mentally unstable. You was far from mentally unstable because you was mentally stable. They didn't want you to just a monster being high vibrational. He be trying to thought for me actually loving yourself, to treat yourself right. I never understood this mind manipulation games at the end of the day. How they say get your life together, but they try to kick you down at the same time too. Hello, bitch. Are you comfortable in your skin? I would never hurt myself fighting the devil. No, ever trade over me. We are 2 different levels, you son of a bitch. Stay in your line. How the enemy try to size you up. Didn't matter, they tags back with their bad habits, how they sitting there taking notes. But when you really truly fall from a copycat, they would hate you all because you knew how to be authentic. You didn't have to pretend to be somebody you truly wasn't, taking notes. I don't want to be like nobody else but myself. That energy is different. How they would project insecurities on you, send you the evil lie, doing beauty magic when it come to your doorstep. Then when you speak up for yourself, they said that you incoherent, at the end of the day, mentally unstable, all because someone was trying to pretend. Trying to pretend at the end of the day was truly for you, but they was really against you. They couldn't weather their own storm to stay in their lane. What was truly their issue? The lack of self-control when it came to discipline. He'd be the train of thought for me. Hold on 1 second. I ain't have to pretend. Being authentic when my neighbor disrespected me. This type of stuff actually happens when it comes to your vocabulary. How when you love yourself, they can't wait for you to be in the mindset of being a crash out when you wasn't trying to wild out. Regardless of who didn't know how to love you, respect you. Yeah, they was doing so much pretending when it came to that lust relationship, or let alone they playing with spoke in a toxic way, trying to paint you to be the villain in their story, but God didn't make a mistake. When God closed certain doors in your life for all the right reasons. They wanted you to be uncomfortable in your own skin, but God was showing you your point of view when it comes to, hold on 1 second, reason to go within. You know, find a peace within. That balance is different. I wasn't running from my past. That growth is different. It was a challenge every single day, actually walking away. You know, because someone would try to discourage you, humiliate you, disrespect you. But when you don't seek revenge or run from your past, besides speak up for yourself, you fall from mentally unstable. And I say that respectfully. How folks will try to create a narrative of something you're truly not, or because you truly believe in your faith, being authentic regardless of someone's mental health when God didn't make a mistake. No, that's the truth of me. Always be yourself, but no malicious. I said what I said, goddamn, I can't say body. How this type of stuff happens. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me 7/31/2005. My life has been threatened by men and women that live in a community at the end of the day that said nobody's gonna hear my voice. Didn't matter, they tags bracket. I would never hurt myself, and I never gave no permission to take money off of me at the end of the day. And I said it respectfully, I would never hurt myself regards to who's hacking my devices, emails, or trying to pay me out to be something truly not. When it comes to my creativity, I always worked alone regardless to who cloned my device, who hacked my emails, devices, or emails and accounts, and I say that respectfully, or who act like they knew me when it comes to certain conversations because they was trying to pretend to be me. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, they would tamper with your mail, make sure that you don't get it. They will reroute the mailman or the UPS person or the FedEx person not to go to your door. Or matter of fact, they make sure that you don't even hear the door. Or because someone's trying to reach out to you to make sure at the end of the day that you're okay. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. You know, gang stalking is real towards your household. You're not doing it for likes, if you're a clout chasing or fame. They say that your voice doesn't matter. But when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, no one's intentions. We all not the same. You know, no mother or father or loved one should lose a child because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline, or someone has jealousy or hate or envy within them, and that innocent person did not have to do nothing besides be their authentic self and have potential, regardless if they were spiritually gifted or not, or if they was talented or not. How this type of stuff actually happens. And no mother and father or loved one should lose a child because of the fact that someone didn't know how to stay in their lane when it comes to self-control. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community. Today is currently September 7th, 2025. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, no intentions. I love to talk about love. You know, that pointless conversation, it was supposed to disturb your future. But hold on 1 second, you found peace to go within, understanding reflection, and hold on 1 second, you can relate to. Your boundaries, it's different. Outgrowing the old, but you wasn't running from your past. The energy is different when it comes to confidence. Hold on 1 second, true love can truly last. You know how someone tried to kick you down, discourage you. They had a hand problem to do you wrong, you have to get physical. You know, they know how to protect your crown, let them maintain your smile. Hold on 1 second. Only the rest of hold on 1 second, you wasn't trying to lose yourself another day when it comes to this next chapter. You know how someone tried to humble you, but God wasn't trying to disrespect you? How God was showing you your potential? You didn't know how to pray, but you went within. Only rest hold on 1 second, you wasn't the head shoe. You poured into an empty cup, only where someone could meet you halfway. They act like they were so invested in your time and day, only to run games. Hold on 1 second, God didn't make a mistake. God created you beautiful. God created you smart, unique, different, fruitful. Who would have knew? You know, loyalty and respecting yourself, the energy is different. That confidence when it comes to your self-esteem, that hold on 1 second, actually lie within you, being mentally strong, not to dim your light to project insecurities on you. You know, that energy is different. You have the old grow, the old son that you wasn't running from. That testimony is different. Only to love yourself another day. When it comes to your reflection, looking in the mirror, you are beautiful. It started within when it comes to unconditional love. Whether in the storm they can't relate to, you doing yourself wrong. Another day wasn't part of your vocabulary. Being patient with time and day when it comes to your words. I may not make sense to the average person, but to love you like they have to pretend. You know, because someone sees you, hears you, truly was supporting you. Regardless of what you got going on in the background, they wasn't trying to get physical to do you wrong. Someone maintaining your smile to fix your crown. Who would have knew? Someone truly praying for you. Hold on 1 second. They didn't have to manipulate God to actually show you that miracles can truly do happen. And hold on 1 second. Someone bringing peace into your life to protect you. You know, protect your heart, your mental health. They didn't have to project the scar to dim your light. They knew how to treat you right. Hold on 1 second. Being comfortable in your own shoes. Someone truly loving you. Sees you, hears you, respects you. Who would have knew that the support hits different when someone's truly cheering you on? Up close and person behind closed doors, not to do you wrong. You know, someone wasn't wearing the mask to truly love you right the first time around. They wasn't trying to have their kick and eat it too to kick you down. You know, someone truly finally brought peace into your life, fulfilling shoes when it comes to your future. Who would have knew that true love was beautiful? You know, with the right person truly for you. They say fairy tales not real, but who would have knew? You got good days, bad days, misunderstanding days, but when the world's against you at the end of the day, the love of your life didn't have to pretend to love you. You know, that loyalty hits different. That respect hits different. That boundaries hits different. You know, hold on 1 second. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. It wasn't a contract. That was love divine's timing. You know, that 4-in-1 type of love, someone's really keeping it real with you, love. Hold on 1 second. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years to hold on 1 second. Not everybody's ready for a baby carriage, let alone marriage. But saying I do to the right person, that vocabulary is different when it comes to hold on 1 second, that failed marriage that day. Someone didn't have to pretend. Someone truly showed you why you let that go. Only was to heal that wound that truly allows you to feel, why you truly allow yourself to grow. You know, that energy is different. You know, someone engaging into your beautiful brown eyes. Someone truly pouring into you. You know, be on the same page when it comes to common sense. Someone that wasn't trying to lack at the end of the day. You know, when someone actually introduced themselves to you, regardless of what environment you was in that day. You know, over the phone or in public or over the internet. You put a name to your book at the end of the day. Only realize it got better when it come to time and day. You know, it was a storm, but who would have knew? That rainy days won't last forever. Especially with the right person truly for you that didn't have to pretend to like you. No, ever change on me. Always be yourself and no my legs attention. I'm not here to respect my constant advice. Okay. Always be yourself, no one's intentions. True love is not complicated. True love is not supposed to hurt. You know, someone didn't have to manipulate God when they walked into your life. God was never for likes and music, cloud chasing, or fame. Someone didn't have to play with sport to get your time and day. The energy is different. You know, finally, someone is able to manage that conversation with you, be emotionally available with you, and y'all both on the same page. Like, who would have knew that you gained the love of a best friend all in one, a business partner? Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Someone wasn't trying to destroy your character traits. Someone wasn't trying to project insecurities on you, but love you right the first time around. They didn't have to pretend and show you at the end of the day that you was worthy. Someone loving you right the first time around. Wow. They say fairy tales is not real. But any mother and father prays for their child to be in a safe place in the right person's hands when they allow their child to be in a healthy relationship. Not that they allow their child to be in a healthy relationship, because when that child decides to be in that relationship, when that child decides to say, you know what, I'm old enough to be in a healthy relationship, that mother and father only prays for the best at the end of the day, not for someone to pretend to love their child or fake gaslight their child or put their hands on their baby. And I say that respectfully. And especially when you start to get of age, you shouldn't have to do the two-step on somebody to put your foot on someone's neck. And I say that respectfully because we need to stop the violence. How domestic violence become the norm, how? It didn't matter someone's community at the end of the day when it comes to their sexual orientation. But true love is not supposed to hurt. And especially when the right person's in your life, they don't gotta pretend to act like they like you. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. My content is not for everybody. When it comes to my creativity, regardless of what next door neighbor, or regardless of who's hacking my devices, or who's doing come to me spells, or who's doing spell work or sending me the evil lie, or projecting spell work towards me good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, I would never stop being nice and respecting. I do not live in fear, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. How they would do spell work towards you. You hear doorbells going on and off. Only rest the home was like you wasn't trying to do your neighbor wrong. How they would start slamming cabinets and stuff, doing certain things when it comes to spell work in a toxic way, doing come to me spells. You'd be so surprised. It starts within the music when you least expect it. They want you to go in circles to lose your mind. But God was showing at the end of the day, the devil was a lie. God was showing the devil was a lie. You know, when God's protecting your heart, regardless of what environment that you're in, or regardless of what season that you're overcoming trauma and pain, one thing that never switched up on with you was having a heart. You never had to create. You never had to join that hate train, kicking your neighbor down when God was trying to bring them up. They said the grass ain't green, but God was far from pretending when God truly showed you a fruitful grass at the end of the day. The folks that was truly free, they didn't have to pretend. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. I don't energy harvest off my neighbor's energy. I don't project sport towards my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. When it comes to my anointings, I got my own blueprint. Being authentic, I'm far from a copycat, regardless of trying to blackmail me. It doesn't matter what tax bracket someone's in, that they have the mindset of having jealousy and hate and envy towards you at the end of the day. How someone will watch you for months and years at a time and be so inspired but won't put respect in your name, but God saw everything when it came to, hold on one second, your confidence. Never stop being yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. How someone tried to antagonize you to get you out of character. How they would try to pay people from your past that's not even part of your future. How they would try to pay your next door neighbor different tax brackets to try to humiliate you, disrespect you, project spoke on you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstand. They will have folks in different tax bracket projecting spoke towards you so they can dim you, like to project fear in you. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, regardless of your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, or your religion, when you speak to the right person when it comes to an adult, or regards to if it was an adult or not that day, I don't mean no disrespect. But when the right people walk into your life, They respect you, they hear you, and they don't got malicious intentions towards you. And they're not sending you the evil lie regards to their job description or their tax bracket. And I say that respectfully. They're not projecting, sending you the evil lie or projecting spoke on you or have malicious intentions towards you. Because we all not the same, and I say that respectfully. We don't pray the same. I never had hate in my vein. I had to pretend to respect my neighbor when I know to put respect on their name. I don't give them flowers. No, you have to check on you. Always be yourself, but no malicious. My cousin, everybody else. Okay. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life, and I say that respectfully. It's disgusting to see how men that's going to be my father's age or my grandfather's age that is threatening my life behind fake pages or projecting spellwork towards me and putting spellwork in front of my door. And I say that respectfully, and the list continues to go on. How they will have females gathering up with them to join this hate train, and y'all don't even know an innocent person at the end of the day. How this type of stuff actually happens in innocent people's lives. Or because someone said, you know what? He has some anointings, by God. Yes, I love myself. Yes, I don't live in fear. I choose me. They try to destroy me. They try to ruin my reputation. They try to rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. They want an energy harvest off my energy. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or when you speak up for yourself and someone doesn't like the fact that finally someone spoke up for themselves and you was far from weak and you was far from being emotionally unstable because you was emotionally available. And when someone threatens your life, you wasn't wrong for speaking up for yourself. Even when they try to poison your food, your drinks, or you put a name to your book that day. How this type of stuff actually happens when you speak up for yourself. There are real women and men out here that actually genuinely, regardless of what they've been through, poverty and pain, they know how to respect their neighbor. They know how to respect a woman and not put their hands on a woman. They know how to respect a woman, not project a spell on her. They know how to respect a woman and not send her the evil lie. And I say that the same as women too. They don't have the mindset of having jealousy or hate or envy within them. And they're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. And I say that respectfully, they didn't have to pretend to blackmail their neighbor. My content is not everybody. It's disgusting to see how when someone speaks up for themselves because someone this whole entire time didn't have to do nothing to their neighbor. And because that innocent person didn't have to do anything to somebody, because someone decided to say, I'm taking your kindness or weakness. You ain't got to do nothing to me, but I'm going to paint you up to be the villain of my story, how this type of stuff actually happens. I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. Your voice does matter. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and when it comes to my creativity, I work alone regardless to who's trying to blackmail me or act like they know me at the end of the day. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. How folks will act like they know you so you won't get that job. How folks will act like they know you so that relationship don't work out for you. How folks will act like they know you to try to blackmail you against you. They don't project sport towards you. Or they will gather up people in different communities to pay people to act like, oh yeah, we know that person personally, and they don't even know you at all. Or they would use your documentations to try to blackmail you because certain folks are in the background that work in different departments or whatever the case may be, and they just paid somebody off to blackmail you against you. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking because someone wants to control the narrative of an innocent person's life. Always be yourself, not his intentions. Someone didn't know how to love you, respect you, protect you, show up for you, show you that you was worthy. That relationship didn't work out, that job didn't work out. Those folks that wasn't supposed to be part of your life, something that was you never was running from, the he say, she say, something that you was never running from was your past. We all aren't the same. You know, with growth comes change, and change comes, self-awareness. And with self-awareness comes, hold on one second, I am worthy of loving me. Because the right people are not going to send me the evil lie or project spoke on me or make me feel like I'm not even worthy of choosing me. I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding. I never gave nobody permission to make money off of me. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and it's not a crime to be authentic. Whenever you walk into your life, that God sends into your life, because we don't pray the same. But I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully, neighbor. No, I have a faith over me. Regardless they came from poverty and pain or not, they know how to respect you. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. They're not sending you the evil lie. They're not energy harvesting off your energy. Regardless of what they're going through, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, they want you to become your best self version of yourself. That motivation is different when it comes to elevation. Someone's really showing you that, hold on one second, you are worthy of coming out your comfort zone when it came to that conversation. You wasn't running from your past, the energy is different. But you wasn't trying to repeat old cycles, understanding why you understood self-awareness when God wasn't showing you another day of self-destruction, when the enemy tried to test you. Hold on 1 second, God spent the block and God was the most gangster person on the block. No ever trade over because God was never for sale. You know, when right people walk into your life that God sends into your life, they don't got hate or jealousy or envy in their vein. They don't. And they're not trying to outdo you better than you when it comes to your trauma. They're not trying to outdo you better than you at the end of the day. They see you, they hear you, they respect you with no misintentions, regardless to what you're going through. And I say that respectfully. They're not trying to be fake in your life. And they not listening to he say, she say. They actually getting to know you for who you truly are. And I say that respectfully. Because a child of God that walks into your life, they respect you. Regardless to what abuse or manipulation they overcame, or what the trials and tribulations that was endured within them. Someone didn't know how to love them, protect them, or respect them, or they've been through so many obstacles, you don't understand how they face it on their own, and they didn't have to project sport, they didn't have to energy harvest to someone's energy. They've been through abuse. You put a name in your book. One thing that never switched up on them at the end of the day is truly having a heart. They say nowadays it's not the norm to have a heart at the end of the day. As far as walking around with no soul, let alone a heart at the end of the day. But it's still genuine people out here that actually got a heart, that actually know how to respect you, far from pretending. Being authentic, that remedy is different. We don't pray the same, but hold on 1 second. Our vocabulary is different. I know I respect my neighbor, didn't have to pretend. No, ever check over yourself. No, listen, I'm not respect. I gotta go. Protect your energy, protecting your family, stay out of trouble. You're mad and you're worthy, and stop the violence. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and when it comes to my creativity, I work alone regardless of who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless of who's sending me the evil lie, and I say that respectfully. Peace and respect, should neighbors stop the watch. You matter on them, yeah, like God or go neighbor, on them, yeah, like being authentic is not a crime, neighbor. Don't be like neighbor on them, yeah, like. Always be yourself. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Always be yourself. They gave up on you, overlooked you, didn't know how to love you, respect you, protect you. But you are worthy of the right people walking into your life, not sending you the evil lie or energy harvesting off your energy or draining you at the end of the day when it comes to your energy. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and gang stalking is real. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Any negative energy, I call my energy back. Any negative energy, return back to something. I say that respectfully. Then I have to pretend to be authentic. How folks will try to energy harvest off your energy and disrespect you in the process. Or because of the fact that, hold on 1 second, you was always a product of God. No, I had to check on that God and tell all, but the devil did. I gotta go. One thing I don't run from is he say, she say. And I said that respectfully. I can repeat everything that I said that day. I don't run from my past. I'm nice and respect, and I say that respectfully. How folks will want you to be uncomfortable in your own skin, sending you the evil, most toxic way. But God didn't remove his hands off that well. That ain't just different. When it comes to confidence, it's going to bother someone's people's mental health. That's going to bother certain people's mental health. But never give up on yourself when I say it respectfully. Because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no misintentions. I don't worship the devil. My soul was never for sale. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Only be yourself with no molestations. When it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. And when it comes to my creativity, it's always been me since day one. Regardless trying to blackmail me. Now, ever change on me, only be yourself with no molestations. I gotta go.